Woo, woo, woo.
What you know about rolling down in the deep? When your brain goes numb, you can call that mental freeze. When the people talk too much, put that shit in slow motion. I feel like an astronaut in the ocean. The astronauts are back, guys.
They made it.
Yay.
Sunny and Butch are back.
Sunny and Butch. You know what? I'm decided. Can we refer to them as Suzi and Butch? That's my uncle and my aunt.
Yeah, sure.
Butch and Suzi.
Butch and Suzi. Y'all did it.
Y'all did it.
They were gone for 286 days.
That's crazy.
And it was supposed to be an 8-day trip.
And
think of all the stuff that's happened between now and the last time we talked about Butch and Suzi.
Right? Girl, I bet you. I wonder if they're gonna come back and be like, "I'm very disappointed."
This was not how I left you guys.
Right? What happened? Or maybe they're really happy because there is people. I mean,
some people are ecstatic right now.
Things are going the way they should. So maybe Butch and Suzi are okay with it. I don't know.
I mean,
and it's crazy, like all the lore behind it. So, like, have you heard? Like, okay, so Elon went on Joe Rogan and was talking about like how. Wait, hold on. Like, it was like a political move because. I don't even know what he was saying. Basically, to make Trump look really good, that like they held them in space so that Trump could get the credit or not get the credit. Because some people said that Elon explained it in a way to where Trump didn't get the credit because they were trying to make him bad. And then I also saw videos that said they were trying to make it look like Trump did get the credit.
We knew what was happening from the beginning.
No. Yeah, right. I don't think he
doesn't need credit for everything.
Yeah, and I didn't think it had anything to do with the president.
I didn't think so either
at all. Because Joe Biden was trying to make Trump look bad, and Trump was like, "No, I don't know. I can't even."
They were just trying to get everybody to fight everybody.
Right? I'm like, I didn't know they had anything to do.
If there's any war going on, it's not the left and the right. It's not. It's not race against race. It's rich against poor.
It's money.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
So, yeah.
Yeah, but that's,
Save the empire. Glad the astronauts are back.
And then I heard, this is, I do believe, like it was a guy, now that I'm saying this out loud, I'm like, we are gullible. So I don't know. Because I'm like, he had on a nice shirt. His shirt said NASA. Even though he was at home.
Terrified of what you're about to say.
No, it wasn't terrified.
Oh, okay.
No. He was saying that they didn't get stuck. They weren't like stuck like, oh no, we're stuck. It was legit. Like he explained it in a way. Basically, the logistics of the situation were this. And this happened. So they did this and they did. So the logistics of the situation lined up where they're like, hold up, we finna come get you. But it's not like running to Dallas around the corner to go get your homegirl. It's like, we got to come to space. So they weren't like stuck. Like they could come home per se. It just made sense because he was explaining all the shit. And I was like, that makes sense.
That checks out.
That I was like, cool. And maybe the Virgo in me, because I like practical explanations for things. So maybe I was like, I like that. And I just chose that. But it made sense what he was saying.
The fact that they had 8 months of like necessities makes me think that like that could possibly be true.
Right. And they seem fine.
Tell me I'm going on an 8-day trip and then I need to be gone for 8 months and I need to provide all of my food and toiletries and everything. Right. Like, that's a big difference.
Right. But and then they said like, because they had to go straight to the hospital.
Yeah.
When they got off of the
I imagine like gravity would feel so heavy again.
It said like their heart could get smaller, be a little bit smaller because it didn't need as much to be as strong to pump as much blood because they're like lighter. And then their feet, they have baby feet because they didn't really need to walk on so like they have really small, smooth, soft skin. And they might lose a little bit of muscle mass, they said. But
that makes sense.
They said, but then they said like, and it'll all come back to normal as they are. Implement themselves back into society. Isn't that crazy?
Y'all did it, Butch and Suzi.
That's crazy. I can't imagine how they feel. Because isn't it weird? Like, I feel like it's weird to like go on vacation for 7 days and get back home and you're like, whoa, this place feels different. Or like being in space.
Imagine, like, do you remember riding your bike for a long time when you were a kid, and then when you tried to like get down and walk, your legs kind of weird.
You're like,
I can imagine, or like you're skating for a long time, like your body tries to like scoot a little bit, and you're like, oh yeah, that's just for a couple of hours, not 286 days.
Yeah, so that's just crazy. I'd like to hear an interview with them, and
I bet we'll get one.
Tell us about your time,
story.
Butch and Suzi.
We want to hear what happened. What did I do for all that time?
Yeah.
I wonder if they were just like watching, or if they're like, I want it to be a surprise what happens when we get back. Or if they had live entertainment, live feeds of what was going on.
Yeah. Well, I know that we could look all this up. I'm sure there were live streams. You think there was live streams? Maybe there's not.
I don't know. Do y'all know? We didn't follow that close.
Yeah, we didn't follow that close.
286 days, that's all.
But somebody out there was super fascinated. Like, oh my God, Butch and Suzi.
Is that y'all? Let us know.
Yeah.
They're probably mad that we're calling her Susie.
Sorry, I changed y'all's name for selfish purposes.
And even their real names. That's their nicknames.
Right. Sorry.
That's exciting.
So, if you haven't noticed, welcome to Movie Blues Podcast.
Oh, yeah.
And we're just going to talk about, like, random things that we saw on TikTok. There's not, like, it's just, it's good. No news is good news.
Yeah.
We're just chilling. No,
there's not like anything major pop going on. There's a bunch of little stuff going on.
So we decided,
and a lot of political stuff.
And that's
but we're trying to stay away.
Right.
It's hard.
Yeah.
It's not.
So we decided to pick like a few things on TikTok that we thought was interesting and talk about it.
Yep. The astronauts
was one.
Okay, so I found this thing. I thought it was hilarious. So have you ever owned a hamster?
Yes.
Did you know the hamsters hibernate?
Girl, no.
That's what is on my For You page on TikTok right now. And Quincy wants a hamster bad.
Oh.
She really wants a hamster. Well, it's going around that people are just now learning that hamsters hibernate and that they can like appear dead for like 2 or 3 days in the winter time. And people are realizing that they have like buried their hamster alive.
Insane.
Yeah. Why would they not tell you that a hamster hibernates for days in the wintertime and can appear dead? So they're saying if you guys have a hamster and it was cold, I mean, it's probably not going to do it as much now. It's probably cold in some places. Still, not here in Texas. It's nice right now. Yeah, it's windy though.
It's windy as heck.
We had that big old dust storm coming and everything.
Yeah, it was crazy. And everyone's cars were all dusty.
Yeah.
I thought, and I even asked, and LJ made it seem like I was so crazy because I was like, LJ, look at the weather, it's crazy. And he was like, "That looks fine." I was like, "It does?" I was like, "Am I context dirty? What?" I know. I finally had like, we went and met up with Tanya, her kids, and I was like, "Is it crazy outside, guys?" And they're like, "Yes." And I was like, "LJ,
I told you."
Yeah. And I was like, "What the heck?"
Did you see that weird, mysterious thing on the back of my car? That made so. I'll post a photo. So on the back of my car last week, like I could tell it looked like there was drops on the windshield, but then from those drops, it looks like there was like some sort of like worm. There was like a trail. And it was like, I don't know what it was. I've never seen anything like it, but that dust blew, like it magnified it.
Right.
And so you could just see it clear as day. And I asked everybody what it was and nobody had an explanation.
Interesting.
So y'all should let me know. But yeah, the dust is
like a snake or something?
No, it was like, I would imagine like if like poop had parasites in it and then like a worm was crawling around. It was disgusting looking.
Oh no.
It was so gross. I was like, it looks alien, like not of this world. So like maybe it was like a hidden sign and then the dust exposed itself. I don't know, but it was trippy-dippy because I've never seen anything like that in my life. I'll show you all a photo.
Okay.
But yeah, apparently hamsters hibernate.
That is crazy. Because now I'm trying to think how my hamster died. I mean, I'm sure, I don't know now. It was so long ago that I can't remember.
So yeah, if you are afraid that your hamster died, make sure that it's not just cold and hibernating, and you put it in your hand. You can breathe on it and warm it up, and then they'll be like,
"Oh my!"
And gosh. Like wake up.
No.
Don't just go burying them. Oh
For that
gosh.
reason, no hamsters. We're done.
And what does a hamster even do, really? How do y'all play with hamsters?
Not even fake dead.
Might as well get a possum.
Yeah,
At least that would create some excitement up in here.
It's like, we're not getting a hamster. Hamsters are out.
So yeah, that's all. That's all I got about hamsters.
Yeah.
But I thought that was hilarious because like everyone's having these realizations.
Like you're like, wait a minute, it was January when Pebbles died.
Yeah, when the video I watched, it was on a different podcast, and he was like, I think it was over Christmas break.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
No.
That's traumatic. That's traumatizing.
Right? And now I would never know, like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Or at least like, I don't know what you do. I don't know. Don't get a hamster.
And then what do you do? Yeah, when you think about it like years later, like,
Yeah.
oh no.
Well, too late now. Awful.
No.
All right, what else you got?
Okay, so y'all, there is a lady, girl, young woman named Bonnie Blue. Have you heard of Bonnie Blue?
I think so.
Bonnie Blue is going famous and extra viral because she was a formally OnlyFans person, and now she went on a spring break challenge to have sex with 1,000 men.
Yeah.
In one day.
That's
yes,
a lot of sex.
It's a lot of sex, and it's so fun. Like, it's another thing you can just go on it. Like, because some people, like, if you go and look, some people are like, she's lying because that don't even. Can you physically even do that? Like, that would hurt after a while, and like that's weird.
She doesn't have to do that much, really.
Yeah, I guess but like your hole would hurt. Don't you think that after a while?
I mean, yeah.
Like that would hurt. And it's just.
Well, I guess I don't understand like what's like the bragging rights of it.
Yeah, okay, so this is because for one, I try not to, because I do. I mean, everyone else does too. Like, just like saying, be like, I'm not judgmental. Yes, you are. I try not to be, but sometimes I am. But I try to be like a sex positive and be like, do you, it's your thing, do what you want to do.
Yeah, if you're freaky, you little freak, then you have somebody else
do it. Yeah, but like, there's a point, like, okay with your Bonnie, like, come on. But like at the end of the day, Bonnie is she's in her bag, really. She's not broke. But like at what point? It's just everybody has a point where you're like, I don't know if I need the bag that much.
Right. That is a large number. Yeah. There was somebody else who did that recently. I don't have their name, but they got pregnant.
Oh no. Oh, I think I heard of that. Yeah, when I was in the Lord. Yes. And you don't know.
Maury would have a field day with that. Just Bonnie on the show.
And it's just
testing 1,000 men.
1,000, right?
You're not. And then
like would everyone come through? Because somebody's gonna be like, I'm not coming. And also what I want to say too, because everyone's always talking about like Bonnie, I don't know, like basically she's in her bag. And, okay, cool. Do you? It's
her thing.
Yeah. And they're like Bonnie, but also the guys who are just standing in line, knowing what's happening. No one is calling that out. Everyone's like, Bonnie, you little whore. Like, they show like a video of like a guy is just like, and then she's always, but also, no, it's Bonnie. Because I forgot, she goes to like barely legal guys. So they're like 18, 19, 20, 21-year-old guys. And at that point, you're like, that's why she can get 1,000 of them. Because as when I said that, I'm like, it'd be different if it was like, but there was a point where she was like, your sons and your husbands. And now she goes into just the. Well. But that's what, and, I think everybody, like, you go through a period of time if you are you probably do go through a period of time where you are a little bit more loosey-goosey. And then you kind of wake up because then you're like, this is not. Yeah, I think most people go through a whole phase. You got to go through the whole phase to get through the whole phase. So you're like, because then you can, you can appreciate it a little bit more. And then you can be like, well, that was cool, but I don't ever want to do that again. Yeah. That's not fun. Like, it's just, sex is like energy change. Like, you're exchanging energies with people. It's a big deal to have sex with someone, and it's really good. when is sex with a stranger that fun and great?
Yeah.
The first time. Only in the movies. Usually you like gotta like know somebody a little bit.
I mean, if you're getting 1,000 in one day, she's not having fun.
Yeah.
You're not enjoying it. Maybe she is.
Maybe.
But there is something for everybody, though.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't.
Bonnie, just careful.
Just be careful. But she's doing it for the audacity because we're all talking about it. She's getting some money. She's not getting money from OnlyFans and like.
Yeah, she's tripping. Maybe she'll feel bad later, but that's for Bonnie to decide, not for anybody else.
She is British.
I don't know.
And you know I'm racist against British people.
As everybody knows.
No, I am. I think I am a little bit.
That they're a bunch of hoes?
No, I don't know. British people just something about them.
Y'all put mayonnaise on French fries.
Yeah, and they always think that they're better and their accents and it's so foggy over there. And I feel like it's like I think I've said this before. It's like American is racist, but that's like the granddaddy. And then you don't really pick up on it's so subtle that I don't appreciate it. Because I'll take like a day and be like, wait a minute, that British man
played in my face and I didn't even know it.
I was just charmed by his accent. No, we're not doing that no more, British people. And like the royal family.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
LL says so.
You're not gonna trick me. Everyone's like, I love your accent. You're gonna trick me with your accent, British people.
Spotted Tea is not gonna do it.
And of course, Bonnie Blue is British.
Hilarious.
Remember in Hamilton, who was the worst character in Hamilton? The King.
I've never seen Hamilton.
You never seen Hamilton yet?
No, I need to.
Well, the King was the worst.
And nobody leaves me in this house long enough to watch Hamilton.
And Hamilton is, because it's like anybody can be whatever. Like George Washington is a black man,
right?
It's like that. But I think, from what I understand, the king is always a white dude because you got to be British. You have to be British to do that because that just exudes the king and like his songs and stuff. Just. Sorry, British people. Don't cancel me because I don't like the British people.
Sorry.
We tell the hard troops here.
Oh, Bonnie. Well, good luck to you.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, she's in her bag.
Yeah.
What can I say?
Well, we said it already.
But I was telling Lizzie about how I'm stressed out about all these realtor dues and fees, and they take all those. You know who's not worried about that shit? Bonnie Blue.
Bonnie Blue. She ain't worried about shit.
She ain't worried about it. So,
lesson learned.
Shut my mouth.
All right. The next thing I wanted to talk about is I learned something new called the Motley Crue Rule. Have you ever heard of the Motley Crue Rule on
that's
MTV?
We were watching. Okay. No.
So apparently, back in the day when Motley Crue's Home Sweet Home video came out, it was like requests, like the #1 video, and everybody loved it. And it was #1 for like 90 days. So nobody else had a chance. So they made a 30-day rule after that. So we could only be #1 for 30 days. Oh. And so then that would make room for new artists. And then that's one reason why they say like the MTV generation has such a wide variety of music is because MTV didn't let just Motley Crue rule the air, because then you were learning about other bands, Run DMC and the Beastie Boys,
love it,
Paula Abdul, all the guys and gals.
I love that. You're right, Leslie. We are a generation of just like knowing everybody's music. Yeah,
because we were listening to everything.
I was.
So.
And it wasn't my parents. I grew like elementary school. We all listened to K104, and I love K104, K104. But once I got into middle school and started hanging out with different people, like that's when I was like, oh, this is what you listen to? It was friends.
When you started writing like your other friends' cars and stuff.
Yes.
They had their CDs in their cars.
Exactly. And you'd be like,
what's this?
Yeah, for sure. That's nice. That's beautiful. I love that. It's a nice.
Yeah, I thought that was nice too. Because, I mean, that's a good video.
Right. That is. We watched it.
I know.
A second ago.
And there was a comment, and it said, if you look at moment 2 minutes and 54 seconds, you can see my mom stick out her tongue. She died in 2017, so when I need a smile, I come back to this video. And we saw her, and she was so cute.
Yes, we were all like, "Aww." I'm like, I was like, I can see why that makes me smile. I'm like,
your mom looks fine.
Yes, R.I.P. Mama. That was nice.
So yeah, Motley Crue live now would not.
That is a good video and a good song. Home Sweet Home. Concert compilation videos are nice. They always make you very like life is okay. Yeah, like kind of like nostalgic, like you were on the road with the crew. Exactly, those are very nice. And you know what's funny, because you said about the how we know all the genres of music. Because sometimes I'll see like on TikTok, whatever, like on my page, it'll ask like Black people, like, what's your favorite white people song? And I'm always like, so do y'all only have one? Or like, that would be so hard for me to answer. Like, so hard. I'm like, that'd be like being like, Ramelle, what's your favorite song? Like, today or in the next 5 minutes? Or like,
are they British?
Because I don't even like the Beatles. But I do like One Direction and Harry Styles.
There you go.
Exception. There you go. Found it. So when you excuse me to be racist, I'm going to be like, well, I like Harry Styles.
I said One Direction.
What else do you want from me?
I don't ever want anyone, like, yeah. Nothing. I'm not going to say what I was going to say.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to keep that one to myself. All right.
Yeah,
is there anything else TikTok-y?
No, that was my stories. I think that was. Do you have another TikTok-y?
No, that's about it.
Okay. No, yeah.
TikTok's fun though.
It is good times. Oh, I enjoyed that because you and Randy sent that video of, what's that actress name? Alana.
Oh yeah.
I didn't even know her name. First of all, I was like,
yeah, she's one of those ones that like you know, but you don't know, And
then whenever I saw her name, I was like, well, praise Jesus that I know her name, because I don't think I ever knew it.
She was the angry server and waitress. She sang Love Boat and Sister Act 2.
Watch the fucking dishes. Yes, that was good stuff.
And then that was me at Chili's back in the
day. Her name is Alana Ubach. I guess if I'm pronouncing that correctly.
That looks like it.
Yeah. That was Alana.
She said Alana. I would say Alana.
But yeah, she's great. She plays really good roles and makes you laugh and has good low and under.
Yeah, she's a mom in Euphoria. I forget she was in But I'm a Cheerleader.
Mm-hmm.
She's the Abuela and Coco.
Mm-hmm.
That's what she's in now.
And then
It's Always Sunny.
And then this Always Sunny. Did you go back and listen to it?
Yes.
Like, isn't her voice amazing? The way she talks.
She has like a different accent in like everything on here. She's in Legally Blonde.
Yes.
And she wasn't. Yeah, she's amazing.
She is. But like, I remember I just watched those episodes of It's Always Sunny. I was like, how does she sound like she's singing? What did she say? She's like, hey, baby. It just sounds so cool.
But she called Dennis like Little Dick or something.
I gotta go back. There's so many. It's hard to watch.
What's cracking
like
Little Dick?
It's hard for me to remember all like little things from It's Always Sunny because there's so many episodes.
Yes.
And I want to like recall stuff, but I can't all the time. I'm like, I don't know. It's Damon. That's why I have to like constantly watch it. I'm like, it's such a good show.
I do love It's Always Sunny.
Really, really good show. Stuff. I just watched the ones where they were in Ireland. Those are fun.
Oh, yeah, and Dee's the bog, the marsh lady.
Yes. And Charlie's dad was there, and then he died. It was crazy.
Those guys.
Yeah,
I think that they realized, they were like, yeah, we wrote the show to be in Ireland because we wanted to go to Ireland.
That's what it seems like.
That's literally what happened.
I felt like that's what happened. Like they were like, getting most Ireland. Like, I can tell.
Yeah, I can totally tell. We'll do that. Podcast from Ireland.
Yes.
Because we wanted to go.
We're going to write it in the script.
Exactly.
Yeah. I love it.
So,
are you into anything?
Well, girl, Erik Martin says you're going to die.
That was so fun. That was a great time.
I'm glad you came.
Yeah.
So Ramelle joined us at the Stockyards last weekend for Erik Martin Says You're Gonna Die. And it's the show that I put on with Panther City Syndicate, my other business. And we, it's hard to explain, but without I don't know. There's music and drinks and live music.
Erik Martin is a lawyer, and he basically is like, come talk to me about getting a will, getting your shit together. There's literally a list that he gives you. Checklists is get your shit together.
Get your shit together.
And and I'm like, yes, okay, I need to get my shit together. Because you don't want to burden your loved one with all that.
Yeah, so, you're already dead, right? And now they got to figure everything out too.
Yes.
And you were able to ask a lot of questions about your parents,
right?
And it does cost money to get your will, but in the long run, it's definitely worth it.
It's definitely worth it
because it just makes it that much easier. And it's just so fun.
And it's and the thing that was fun, because it wasn't like he sat up there and talked. He literally, Erik was
5 minutes.
Yeah. Or 5 minutes on the mic, if that. And then he mainly comes and sits down and talks to you.
Yeah.
And it's
it's like an Ask Erik.
Yeah. So really it's come and drink 2 beers for free, eat this food, and listen. Tommy Luke, new favorite band. I thoroughly enjoyed.
Weren't they great?
They were a fun band. I was just having, but I tend to do that when I go to live music. I tend to be well, you guys are amazing.
Bravo.
Yes, but no, they were really good.
Yeah, Tommy Luke Trio is fun.
How would you describe their sound?
I would say it's very folksy and songwritery.
Yes.
He's fun. He's really clever in his lyrics.
Yes. He did a lot of whistling, which is really cool.
Yeah, there's a harmonica player, and then his other guitarist. Yes. They're great.
Yeah, they were really good. I thoroughly enjoyed them. Had a great time.
Yeah, and Fort Worth wasn't so bad.
Fort Worth wasn't. No,
it was St. Patty's Day weekend, which in Dallas is historically bonkers.
Right?
Did you see Jennifer Bailey got married yesterday?
No, who's she getting married to?
Frank. The man she's been with forever.
Oh, wow. Who was that? Do I know him? Did I remember?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. It's okay, well, yeah.
And she talks about him all the time. She said, best day ever. Congratulations.
On St. Patrick's Day?
Uh-huh.
Very cute.
It looks like they were at the Granada up at the top. Sundown at Granada, and they were up at the top. Good for you, Jennifer.
Good job.
I'll never forget working at Chili's. And my very first day, I think it was Ryan. He was showing
Ryan Curtis or Ryan
Lingenfelter.
Okay.
And we were walking around the corner, and he's like, "Now be careful. Our bartender is a little feisty sometimes. Don't rush up on her and don't pressure her. She's kind of a, And I was like, okay. And we turned the corner. I was like, Jennifer Bailey. I've known her forever.
He
was like, don't tell her what I said. She's crazy. And we laughed because I sure didn't tell her. He said you were nuts. I need to watch out.
Nuts.
I was too, so.
I was like, yes.
Surprise.
Right. You're like, we're besties.
Surprise.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
What was I talking about? I don't know.
Oh, we were just talking about she got married. It was St. Patrick's Day in Fort Worth.
Oh, yeah. St. Patrick's Day in Dallas and St. Patrick's Day in Fort Worth is vastly different.
Right.
It was nice, though. We had a great time. Right. They had a parade there, but it wasn't debauchery like it is in Dallas.
Right.
We were a little debaucherous, but
I'm like,
not so much.
No.
It was just fun. We had a good time.
We did.
But yeah.
So yeah, definitely recommend. And when's the next one?
The next one's actually on Good Friday. We're moving it this week, or this month. So it's going to be a Good Friday at Horace Hall. I believe that's Friday the 18th.
Okay.
It is. From 7 to 10. And Tommy Luke can't be there. But Hefty, DJ Hefty, he used to karaoke at Ben's.
Oh.
And he DJ'd at our wedding. He's going to do the event.
Very nice.
So we're going to have a great time.
Good time.
Shaniqua, Chef Mama Creations, is going to do a dinner for us. It's going to be awesome.
Very nice.
So I'm glad you had a good time.
I did.
Thanks for coming. Thanks for supporting.
Absolutely.
See, and y'all thought she was going to get mad if I started another podcast. She's supportive, y'all.
I am. I was
a little shocked.
Just shocked. And then I did realize, I did go and think, okay, because I'm trying to be very conscious about I find being jealous and possessive very triggering. So I try not to be that person. So I was like, oh, I was really worried. I was like, I hope that I didn't come off of like jealous. And
No.
It was just like,
I would be charged.
Yeah.
You're doing what now?
Yes. And I'm like, I hope she knows she can do whatever she likes.
I do.
Like, I don't want to hold anybody back. I want everyone to be themselves and have a good time. I don't want to be, but like, I really was like, so,
when do y'all record?
yeah, like, we're going to work that in the schedule. Like, yes, yeah.
Do you have to do all the same stuff for them as you do for us?
That would be hard.
How are you going to do all this
right?
stuff?
I'm like,
I'm concerned about you.
Yes. Like, but if you did,
That would be a lot.
That would be a lot, right?
To do a whole because I do all the editing and everything and all our posts and
you'd have to start getting a producer. You'd have to make some money on
Yeah.
that one. Like that one at least would be pay.
Somebody needs to pay me.
Right.
The universe got me.
Yeah.
It's all good. It's all good. All right. Well, that's all I'm into. You got anything?
Oh yes, I do. Okay. Oh, okay. So White Lotus, this past episode was crazy.
Oh, I can't wait to start.
Crazy. Your boy Sam Rockwell.
I know. I saw
his appearance
with Walton Goggins.
Yes.
I
Walton Goggins is. First of all, he's not that handsome, but he is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like at first you're like, he kind of funny looking. After a while you're like, but he kind of cute though.
Right.
Right?
Yeah. The teeth.
Right? And I just realized that his girlfriend in White Lotus is the girlfriend in Righteous Gemstones. I just put it together.
I don't.
You haven't seen Righteous Gemstones in a minute?
Mm.
The young girl? You haven't seen that? You have seen Righteous Gemstones.
I don't remember the girlfriend though.
His wife, not the girlfriend, his wife. The young girl who's pregnant and she's always like, we're going to get you some new teeth.
Yes.
That's the same girl.
I haven't seen White Lotus.
But it's so crazy. This is a testament to both of them. Their vibe, they're two totally different couples. Two totally different couples. And it's amazing. Like, yeah, it took me a while to even know that. I was like, oh, wait.
That's her.
So both of them are amazing actors because their vibe is so different.
The Shield with Walton Goggins. That's such a
The
long...
Shield?
Yeah.
The one that Norma normally used to watch? Girl, that's so old. How old is that?
But Walton Goggins is in it. Okay. And he's
young.
Good.
So
he's young too.
Okay.
And the shenanigans he gets himself into.
He's a police officer?
Yeah, it's about like a police force, like a group, like a special group, and there's 4 of them, and it's he's one of them. It's good though.
All right.
But then one of the guys, he was in the show. It's a little dark with him in it because he's in a lot of them. But he murdered his wife.
Did. Yeah, I think I remember.
And he's in jail forever.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't an accident.
I did read a story about that. Yeah.
Mm.
Okay. All right.
But The Shield is really good.
I remember y'all watching that. I remember.
There was one season finale. I was upset for 2 days.
Oh no.
And I was mad at our boy. I was mad.
Mm-hmm.
It was good.
Oh, okay.
It was good. But it is old as fuck now. That's old.
But still, I'm like, now that you tell me that Walton Goggins, I'm like, okay.
Yeah, it was good.
Okay.
There's a bunch of people that you'd be like, all right.
Right. All right, I'll put that in the queue.
In the queue
it goes.
I can't wait to watch White Lotus.
Yes. I think some people, and I was reading comments, some people think this is the most boring season, but I'm like, I'm having a blast. To me, this is the best season. So, I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. Okay. And then one more thing, because also I started to put on, we talked about it, girl, American Gypsy Wedding.
Yes.
It is such a
I love gypsy stuff.
Oh,
I'm so fascinated by them.
Fascinating.
How are they all so thin and like,
yes.
I know they don't.
And they have the same body structure too.
I know that they're like, there's a lot of like cousin to cousin. Like there's a reason they all look similar.
Kind of the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like
they do.
They're wild. I like Gypsy Sisters because
I'm gonna watch that next.
Nelly, and she gets pregnant and has a baby.
Ooh, I didn't know Nelly got pregnant. Ooh.
Nelly gets pregnant.
Yeah, that
the guy she marries on it was her husband.
Oh.
And they got pregnant, and then before she even gave birth, they were estranged.
Okay, because the one I'm watching, she is already like single, but she didn't have a baby. She have a baby though.
She might. Maybe she married 2 people.
Yeah, which is very taboo in the Gypsy, because they're like wild and crazy, but like
very traditional,
very virtuous. They don't have sex with a lot of people, like one person, and you got to be a virgin. But then they marry so young, and then like the women don't work, but they could. But at the same time, the men are like, no, don't. I don't know. So sometimes I'm like, that's kind of cool, but no, but right. You're very confused, like. Because some things you do, you're like those guys take care of their women.
Oh yeah, they have nice houses. Yeah, they're always buying stuff. They're blinged out,
crazy parties. And
yeah.
Stuff. So, and that will handle. I'm like, but at the same time, they're getting married when they're like 17, 16, and then they're like
kids.
Yeah, but what's wrong with that?
But all their homes are really clean,
immaculate. They make a big deal.
They do. They teach you how to clean as a gypsy.
Yes.
Like it's a whole thing.
Yeah.
But then you can't. What do they call themselves? Romney childs.
Yeah, Romney. Yeah,
I like the way they say that. What do they call them?
The other ones. I can't remember.
I'm like Harry Potter, the Muggles.
But the cops are called the Muskers. They called the Muskers on us. That's so weird, so crazy. And then, this is my dream. You want to know what my dream is that happened? Okay, one day, because I'm gonna be living in the country, and you're gonna have me and my beautiful log cabin that I have in my head. It's beautiful, gorgeous. I love it. And I have a road going to it because I don't want you to see from the road. Mm-hmm. And one day, a gypsy, they're gonna come to my house with a huge thing with that hot coal or hot asphalt, and they're gonna ask me to pave my driveway, and I'm gonna be like, and they're like we're gonna haggle the price. I'm like, are you kidding me? And I'm going to have the money. And I'm like, hell yes.
Can I
absolutely
meet your wife?
Yes. As long as we can, one of us talk, some of it, we can rotate it. I don't know how I want to I'll talk to y'all 10
Call her sisters, call everyone.
Yes. Do y'all want to come over? No, y'all can't come over and visit my house. But maybe I can go over there.
Right.
Because they're going to.
Where's the next
They're going to fight. I'm like, y'all ain't going to fight.
Come to the wedding.
Yes. Yeah. Can we come to the wedding? Yeah. That's my dream. I don't care. I'm sitting in the corner, drink,
no bling whatsoever.
Right. I'm like, those boring ass, basic ass
bitches. Right. I'm not even trying. I would never. But I want to be here.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. But I want one of those men to come and pave my driveway. What kind of hustle is that?
Right?
We gonna buy like $5,000 worth of hot asphalt and then just knock on people's doors and hopefully but they do it.
They do it.
They
just drive around and do it.
And they have an off season. So they're making enough money to throw all these parties, provide for all kids, none of them people are broke. They're not living in no, I mean, I don't know.
A lot of them are really nice houses.
Yeah, they have nice houses. And they have so many kids.
Yes.
And every kid gets a party for this, and this.
They're always blinged out. Yes. They always have, yes.
And they don't work half the time. So I guess people are like, yeah, pave my driveway.
Yeah.
It's so crazy. So fascinating.
Yes. I love the Gypsy stuff.
Yeah. So go back and rewatch that. It's a fun thing to have on. I'm one of those people who likes to have stuff on.
Even if I'm not to watch chaotic stuff too, because it's sometimes and I'm like, "Whew, this is not so bad here."
I'm okay.
Yeah,
for sure.
Sometimes I will watch hoarders to be like, "I need to clean, but it's not that bad." Or
the Gypsies did make me I was vacuuming and shit the other day. I was like, "Let me clean." Gypsies had me feeling bad. They're like, "We don't want no dirty house," because they speak kind of country.
Yeah, they do.
Country, and it's so weird. And I'm like, shit, let me do it. Okay, sorry, Gypsies.
Right. I need to pick this up and clean under it. That was lazy.
Right?
My husband would have noticed.
Right.
That's fair.
Yeah. It's wild. So amazing. But yeah, I don't want to. That's the only thing is I don't like the fights. I'm like, we got to get in a fight every time. I will go out with y'all, but.
Yeah, the fights for me. Yeah, because they're always fighting each other.
Always. Over something where you're like, what?
And I feel like you're obligated to. If you're part of it, you have to. You can't not.
Yeah. But that's what they hang out with themselves.
They do.
So I think our best bet would be getting invited to a wedding.
Yeah.
I don't think they would open themselves up to us going into the RV and hanging out and driving. I don't even know if I would want to do that.
That might be a
that
lot.
might, yeah, but like, let me just go to the wedding and eat some cake.
I just watch you on TV.
Yeah, that's what I'm into.
Nice.
Yes, fun stuff.
That's about it for me. We've just been busy doing the show. All right. Well, it's Triple Dipper time. This week, I don't know. Triple Dipper this week is our top 3 green flags.
I like it. I was excited when Leslie said
it seems so positive. Yes. I be liking folks too. You want to go first, or do you want me to?
Yeah, I'll go first. Okay.
Do you have any honorable mentions? Because I don't.
I don't know. Okay. No, I'm sorry. So my number 3 green flag. Don't laugh. Let me explain first. But if someone really loves Beyonce, I'm like, besties. Because, and you don't have to be like in the beehive for me to be like, you're like, you don't have to do it. Like, that's fine. I'm not saying it's a requirement. Too. Yeah, exactly. But like, if you're like, oh my God, look, I know that we can talk, and I know that you're a bad bitch, and I know that you know like good, amazing performances. I know that who you are to the core of you. Maybe at the end of the day we don't get along, but I know to the core of you, you are a badass bitch, and we can talk, and you appreciate like amazing things.
Hard work, yeah.
Hard work, choreography, perform like
beauty.
Yes.
Black beauty.
Yes. So when you are like, and I can talk, and I'll talk to you about every album if you like to.
If you want to.
If you would like to go song by song, we can do that.
Or album by album.
Album by album, whatever. So
go in order from top tracks.
Yeah. I know that you're a girl's girl. And like, if you're a guy, also I want to say, because like, don't hate on, like, if you're a guy and your woman loves Beyonce, like, you got you a good woman. Like,
let her listen to Beyonce.
Yeah, and like I said, Beyonce, like, she loves love. Beyonce is not, she's no Bonnie Blue. Beyonce been with one dude, 2 dudes. We knew her guy before, like her high school sweetheart and Jay-Z. That's what we know. She was 2 dudes all this whole time. She believes in love. She could have left.
She could have left,
but she's like,
no. Who knows what happened in that elevator?
Yes, exactly. But she's like, you know what? This is my husband. She's thick beside her. I mean, that girl, if you listen to her music, that girl loves.
I'm so in love.
She loves. And she a little freaky too. So if you got a girl who is in Beehive and she loves, that's a good woman.
That's a good one.
Good little woman.
True.
So that should be a green flag. If I was a dude, I would be like, I'm gonna give me a Beehive. That's what I'm gonna get.
But what if somebody compared you to Beyonce? How would that make you feel?
So seen. So seen.
Yeah. All right. My number 3 is folks who wake up early and like do affirmations or meditating or working out. If you're working out your brain or your body or your mind early, I feel like, again, like I'm probably, there's probably a lot of people who do that I'm like not down with, but to me, right. I'm not saying that we love everybody who does all these things. No, but to me, like if you're up early and you're working on stuff and you're motivated and you're positive and you're grateful, and you're gonna start the day off nice. Right. If you wake up and you're in a bad mood and you're bitching and moaning and cranky and sore,
first time that's like the time that nothing's happened yet. Like there's nothing
right?
for
You have a clean slate. What you worried about?
Right?
What you worried about?
Exactly.
Like that's my favorite time.
It's a favorite time.
It's so quiet,
most energetic.
Yes. I do my best thinking in the mornings.
Yes. Leslie is a super early. I don't get up as early as you, but I do those things. Is that okay?
Yeah.
But I don't get up. Leslie be getting up.
Sometimes,
if I can sleep in, I'm sleep in. But you can't sleep in.
My body doesn't let me sleep in.
Because
my body's like, if you don't get up now, you're never gonna get 10 minutes to yourself.
Oh, okay. I see what you're
saying. Child is, she's 4. She's obsessed with me at the moment.
Because Leslie be texting me sometimes be like 8:30, and I'd be like, "Oh, sorry, child."
What? Girl, and I've been up since 6. This morning I woke up at 5, and I was like, "Is it too early to get up?" A little bit. I'm gonna try to go back to sleep. And then I just got up.
Yeah, that's good. I like that one. That's a good one.
Thanks. All right, what's your number 2?
My number 2 is, if someone remembers something that like I really like, or like I say that I like, or whatever, or something specific about it, I really enjoy that.
Yeah.
Yes.
They're like, oh my gosh, aren't your favorite flowers daffodils?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I try to remember. I always remember when I can usually remember birthdays. Some weird reason I can usually remember, and if I don't remember the date, I remember the month around, which is really weird because I'm like, people don't remember people's birthdays. I don't know why I do.
Right.
I'm just like, your birthday's in December, right? And I was like, oh my god, yes,
yes.
Yes, that, and I always I don't know what I was gonna say. Oh, I remember what people's favorite music artist or band
You do. I was like, remember that guy Jeff from Chile? She was like, his favorite band was Red Hot Chili Peppers. Like, that was 20-something years ago.
But I appreciate it. Not all, because we would talk about Red Hot Chili Peppers. Because I don't really, Jeff was like some white nerdy dude that I didn't really have common with. But you tell me something like that, let's talk about Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Oh, Anthony Kiedis.
Yes. I don't really, what do you think about this album? Like, because chances are I probably have listened to something.
I believe at that time, Californication had just came out. Yeah. So.
And I think it's cute. I'm happy. It makes me happy. Like, I'm like, well, Red Hot Chili Peppers
I do
makes
like, just, maybe if you just have a favorite band.
Yeah.
Like, something that you can, like, because Dave Matthews would be the one for me.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
If you like Dave, I'm going to be like,
yeah.
You can chill.
When you appreciate good music and appreciate, like, stuff like art, and I like it when people.
But like those bands tend to have like pretty cult-like followings.
Yeah, that's true. What's the artist that you like? You're like, I don't know if I like you. I guess it'd be up to some country artist. But I don't even care.
Know that. Girl, did you see that Disturbed, the band Disturbed, had a concert, and they had their pyrotechnic show was so gigantic that it burned the Michael Jordan era like banners.
Oh no!
Yes,
they were in Chicago.
Yes.
Oh no!
And they burned the Chicago Bulls Michael Jordan era flags. Disturbed. Disturbed.
Disturbed. You're disturbing everything.
That is disturbing. Rude.
What did Michael Jordan say?
I don't know.
He was like, I took that shit personally.
Can't go back and win anymore.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I know, right? All right. My number 2 is people who like plants or gardening.
That's a good one.
I feel like if you have the patience and not everybody can. It's hard to do. Like you have to make sure that their plant has the right light and the right kind of soil and the right kind of moisture, and you're planting it at the right time. I think that is. I think it's fun, and I think it's good for us to touch grass. It's good to get in earth and touch grass. Plants like give you oxygen. Like they give so much back to you.
Right.
So yeah, plants and gardening.
Right. I like that.
I would love to have a garden next to a beehive, so that the bees can pollinate the flowers, and it's just a nice little.
Right. I like flowers. I would like a garden. I just don't know. I don't know if I'm patient enough for a garden. Like, can I get a gardener because I want to eat fresh fruits and vegetables. That's the thing. But I already know that, like,
that's
you want to commit to that. Like,
oh, my granddad spent all his time gardening.
You would have to.
But it's some of the best food you ever ate. Best potatoes.
There's literally full farmers.
Yeah.
Like, so, yeah, I would need somebody to help me. I need some type of help.
I like those kind of folks, though. I can hang out with you in your garden.
Oh, hell yeah. Give me some of that food. Those vegetables.
Oh, yeah. Let's grow and cook and eat.
Exactly.
All right. Okay. Your number 1?
Yes, my number 1 is if someone because I am, to me in my head, I'm the interviewer. I'm always asking questions to people. I'm always nosy. I'm nosy as hell. But I notice people rarely ask me questions about me. So when people ask about me, like, what about, and they ask, and I'm always like, and I'll ask questions, because people will answer. Like, maybe I'm not forthcoming, but like, if we're one-on-one, you're like, and then what happened? And then what did you do? And then did you marry him? And then what happened? I will tell you all my business if you ask.
If we're just sitting
and you're asking, yeah. But I'm not gonna forthcome it. That's why I ask questions, because I know people will. I'll be like, if you act like you're interested, or you are, I am interested,
right?
You know, but if you're just like, oh my god, what did it? Girl, I can tell you the whole. How did you find out about that, Ramelle? Girl, I wouldn't ask.
I just asked.
Volunteered.
I just started talking, and they didn't stop.
Having a great time.
The people will tell. Yeah.
People will tell. So, but when people turn the tables and ask me, I'm like, so do we go together now?
Thanks for asking. On August 31st.
Then when it wraps. So, but yeah, when people ask about me, that makes me like be like, oh, I'm seeing you see me. Why is everybody calling me?
I know. It's an emergency. All right, my number one is when people have very eclectic taste in music.
Ooh.
I think that means that you're open-minded. Like, there's not a genre. Like, I don't really listen to country. I probably listen to more rap than I think that I do. But I wouldn't put those two, like, on my radar of things that I listen to all the time. But then, but I will. I'm not opposed to it. But people who are like, this music sucks.
That is like weird.
Boo, Beyonce, boo, Dave.
Yeah.
People like what they
I'm
like.
like so pissed about it too.
Yeah.
Like, remember when I saw that thing on the Zennial thing? I didn't know anyone hated Dave Matthews. I don't know why I didn't know that. But in my head, I'm like, everybody likes him there. I was like, Leslie,
are you aware that people dislike this man?
You're like, I know.
Yeah,
like,
he's just dancing.
Yes.
But people are like, there is no song that Dave Matthews needs to dance like this to.
We hate it.
Let the man dance.
Like, what? But I don't know why. Everybody
hates everybody.
Yeah. But I was appalled.
You were. Let's see. Have you seen this? Are you aware?
Girl, what did happen?
What did Dave do? But yeah, I think if you are open-minded, you like lots of kind of music, you like to listen to music. I love, show me your music. I want to show you my music.
I think that's a love language. There should be a new love language.
Well, that's to me why we do our song of the day. Because you can learn so much about people from their music taste.
That's true.
You picked KFC Santeria today, and in my head I was immediately like, KFC Santeria, I ain't got no crystal ball. So
I love it. I found him on TikTok. TikTok makes you find a lot of music.
I recently discovered the TikTok shop, and I have a whole basket full of stuff that I have not pulled the trigger on. I'm trying to get some of that remineralization gum. It's like you chew. It's this gum, and it's supposed to help with cavities, and chewing it will defy your jawline. It's supposed to be really good. And then there's this dress I want that's supposed to make the girls look good and nice, springy, summery kind of deal. I mean,
there's do you remember a few weeks ago or months ago, whatever, I said that there's a feature on TikTok that connects it to Spotify, and if you like it, it'll put it on your liked.
No.
Okay, I said that after the ban, and it came back, it doesn't do that. And I even said one time, I was like, does anyone remember this? I commented, I was like, and no one liked it. No one. I'm like, am I crazy?
I don't even remember you telling me that.
No, because I have a bunch of likes, so I know I did it. Right. I have a bunch of liked songs, but that feature is not there anymore.
Bummer.
So I'm like, do I have to link it? What? Someone tell me, because I just save it and then go look it up.
Right.
But I love that feature where it would just put it on your liked list.
I have a pretty big liked list.
Right.
Oh wait, if I don't know what to pick for song of the day.
Exactly.
Y'all should check out our Song of the Day playlist, though. It's 1,000 songs.
I bet it's probably huge.
It is huge, but it's fun. It is very eclectic, but also very woo woo woo. The podcast.
Yes. I
like figuring out who picked this one.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Sometimes
there's a new artist named Pinkbeard that I want to put. Some Pinkbeard. That's gonna be my Song of the Day tomorrow.
Okay. Well, y'all check out our Spotify Song of the Day.
Yes. You got anything else, sis?
That's all I got, girl.
Well, that was fun. I had a blast. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Yeah. Well, I'm Leslie. Make sure you're following us on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and you can watch us on Spotify and YouTube.
And I'm your girl, Ramelle the Realtor. Make sure you follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok.
I'll see y'all next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Woo, woo, woo.